Welcome, listener. Have you ever wondered why the traditional get-rich-slow approach feels stifling, predictable, and downright miserable? MJ DeMarco's The Millionaire Fastlane will tell you why. This book demolishes the outdated notion that wealth can only be achieved after decades of grinding and offers a radically different blueprint for living life on your terms: fast, bold, and purpose-driven. Here are 8 lessons that about wealth and a powerful new mindset. 1. The slow lane is a trap. Escape it now. Most of us are taught to get a degree, secure a stable job, save for 40 years, and retire comfortably. DeMarco calls this the slow lane, a risky, limiting path that keeps you chained to time in exchange for money. The real danger? You may never truly live before you die. The slow lane is portrayed as a seductive yet treacherous path sold to the masses as the golden ticket to wealth. It's the roadmap society endorses. Go to college, land a stable job, save diligently, invest in mutual funds, and retire at 65 with a nest egg. But DeMarco argues this is a trap, a system designed to keep you tethered to mediocrity, trading your youth and dreams for a deferred promise of freedom that often arrives too late, if at all. The slow lane's allure lies in its apparent safety, but its reliance on uncontrollable limited leverage, ULL, makes it a gamble with your life's most precious asset, time. Imagine Sarah, a bright 22-year-old fresh out of college with a business degree. She follows the slow lane script, landing a $50,000 a year job at a corporate firm. She's told to save 10% of her income, max out her 401k, and invest in a diversified portfolio promising 8% annual returns. The plan sounds solid. Work hard, climb the corporate ladder, and by 65, she'll be a millionaire. But the slow lane's math is brutal. After taxes, living expenses, and student loan payments, Sarah saves $5,000 annually. At 8% compounded interest, her savings grow slowly, and by age 65, she might have $1 million. If the market doesn't crash, her job remains secure, and inflation doesn't erode her purchasing power. Meanwhile, she spent 40 years in a cubicle, waking to an alarm clock, and sacrificing weekends for deadlines. Her dreams of traveling the world or starting a passion project are shelved, replaced by a life of routine. The slow lane has trapped her in a cycle of trading time for money, with wealth arriving when she's too old to enjoy it fully. Or consider John, a factory worker who followed the slow lane for 30 years. He saved diligently, avoided debt, and invested in mutual funds as advised by financial gurus. In 2008, the recession hit, slashing his portfolio by 40%. His company downsized, and at 55, John was laid off. With limited savings and no job, he faces the grim reality of starting over, his golden years, now a struggle to pay bills. The slow lane's dependence on external factors, market performance, corporate stability, left John vulnerable, exposing the trap's fragility. DeMarco illustrates this with a vivid analogy. The slow lane is like sailing around the Horn of South America, a long, arduous journey with no shortcuts. Its wealth equation, wealth equals job plus market investments, is anchored to time, hourly wages, annual raises, or modest returns, offering no leverage to accelerate results. For example, a teacher earning $60,000 a year with 3% annual raises will never amass millions in a decade, no matter how frugal she is. The slow lane's limited scale and uncontrollable variables, economic downturns, health crises, or corporate decisions, make it a risky bet. The trap deepens with societal reinforcement. Parents, teachers, and financial advisors champion the slow lane as responsible, dismissing alternatives as reckless. DeMarco recounts his own mother's pleas to get a job, baby, a mantra that nearly crushed his entrepreneurial spirit. This pressure keeps people like Sarah and John on a path that prioritizes security over freedom, chaining them to jobs they tolerate and lifestyles they can't escape. The slow lane's ultimate deception is its promise of golden years that often manifest as financial strain, medical bills, or unfulfilled dreams, as DeMarco notes. Retirement at 65 is a waiting room for death. Through these examples, DeMarco exposes the slow lane as a system that devours your prime years for a payoff that's neither guaranteed nor timely. He urges readers to reject this trap, pivot to the fast lane, and reclaim their time and dreams through entrepreneurial systems that offer control and scale. The slow lane may feel safe, but its cost, your youth, freedom, and potential, is far too steep. 2. Fast wealth requires entrepreneurship, not employment. DeMarco makes it clear, if you're working for someone else, you're building their dream, not yours. The fast lane to financial freedom lies in creating businesses that generate value, scale rapidly, and operate without trading all your time for dollars. MJ DeMarco asserts that rapid wealth creation hinges on entrepreneurship, not employment. Employment, rooted in the slow lane's time-for-money trade, offers limited leverage and control, capping wealth potential. Entrepreneurship, by contrast, unlocks the fast lane's controllable unlimited leverage, CUL, enabling exponential income and asset growth through systems that scale. By solving market needs and building businesses, entrepreneurs bypass the constraints of jobs, creating wealth in years, not decades. DeMarco's own journey and real-world examples vividly illustrate this principle. Consider DeMarco's transformation in Phoenix, where he arrived with $900 and a dream. Frustrated by dead-end jobs, he identified a market need, connecting travelers with limousine services across cities. Instead of seeking employment, he launched a website offering lead generation for limo companies. By focusing on customer needs, optimizing for search engines, and iterating based on feedback, DeMarco scaled his business from $473 a month to millions in revenue, culminating in a $1.2 million sale by age 31. Entrepreneurship allowed him to control pricing, marketing, and operations, leveraging a system that detached income from time. A job, even a high-paying one, could never match this speed or scale. Take Lisa, a 28-year-old graphic designer stuck in a $60,000 a year corporate job. Despite long hours, her income is capped by her salary and modest raises. Frustrated, she notices a gap in affordable, high-quality design templates for small businesses. She launches an online platform selling customizable templates, charging $50 each. Within a year, her site serves thousands globally, generating $200,000 monthly. Entrepreneurship lets Lisa scale her impact, serving millions, while a job would limit her to client-by-client work. Or consider Elon Musk, who left a potential academic career to co-found Zip2, a software company addressing businesses' need for online presence. Sold for $307 million, it showcased entrepreneurship's power to create massive value. Musk's later ventures, Tesla and SpaceX, further exemplify how solving big problems, sustainable transport, space exploration, yields billions, far beyond any salary. Employment, DeMarco argues, chains you to a linear wealth equation. Wealth equals job plus investments, where income is tied to hours worked or years invested. A lawyer earning $200,000 annually, for instance, is still time-bound, unable to scale without more hours or clients. Entrepreneurs, however, build systems, software, e-commerce, franchises that operate independently, amplifying wealth through the law of effect-ion. Impact millions to earn millions. DeMarco's message is clear. Fast wealth demands the courage to create, not clock in. 3. Value creation is king. Forget about shortcuts or gimmicks. True success lies in solving real problems and delivering value. The bigger the problem you solve and the more people you impact, the greater your wealth potential becomes. MJ DeMarco proclaims that value creation is the cornerstone of wealth. Money follows value, not the other way around. Chasing dollars or personal passions without addressing market needs leads to failure, but solving problems or fulfilling desires on a massive scale attracts wealth like a magnet. The Fastlane's commandment of need underscores this. Businesses thrive by providing what others want, need, or crave. DeMarco's own journey and real-world examples illustrate how value creation drives exponential wealth. DeMarco's Fastlane began when he identified a gap in the limousine industry. Travelers needed a way to find reliable limo services across cities, and companies needed targeted leads. Instead of chasing money through jobs or get-rich-quick schemes, he built a website that connected these parties, creating value for both. By offering a solution, targeted leads for limo companies and convenience for customers, He scaled his business from $473 a month to millions, culminating in a $1.2 million sale. His focus on value, not profit, was key. He solved a problem, and the money followed. DeMarco learned this lesson early, recalling a childhood garage sale where he sold a football clock by framing its $2.55 price as a discount, enhancing its perceived value and closing the sale. Consider Sarah, a single mother working as a barista. Frustrated by her low wages, she notices parents at her son's school struggling to find affordable educational toys. Leveraging her knack for crafting, she designs a line of STEM-based activity kits that teach kids science through play. She sells them online, targeting busy parents with a clear value proposition, engaging, learning-focused fun for kids. Within 2 years, her kits are in thousands of homes, generating $500,000 annually. Sarah's wealth stems from creating value, solving a parental pain point, rather than trading hours for a paycheck. Or take Airbnb's founders, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia. In 2007, they couldn't afford rent in San Francisco and noticed a shortage of hotel rooms during a design conference. They created value by offering air mattresses in their apartment, birthing a platform that lets homeowners monetize in used space while providing travelers affordable, unique stays. By addressing a clear need, Airbnb grew to a $100 billion valuation, proving that value creation scales wealth far beyond employment's limits. DeMarco emphasizes that value isn't just about products, it's about perception. His limo service didn't just sell leads, it offered convenience, efficiency, and growth for businesses, translated into benefits like maximize your fleet's road time. Similarly, a luxury brand like Louis Vuitton creates value not through handbags' raw materials, but by crafting an image of status and exclusivity, justifying $4,000 price tags. Value creation requires understanding what customers seek: convenience, status, solutions, and delivering it better than competitors. The trap for many is chasing money or doing what you love without a value foundation. A baker passionate about cupcakes fails if her shop doesn't address a unique need or stand out in a saturated market. DeMarco's mantra, "Have what others need," flips the script. Wealth flows to those who prioritize impact. Whether it's a tech platform, a toy line, or a luxury brand, value creation is king, turning needs into millions. 4. Scale and automation create financial freedom. DeMarco reveals a crucial truth. Wealth isn't just about earning more. It's about scaling your efforts and automating processes. A business that can grow without your constant involvement is the key to exponential success. MJ DeMarco emphasizes that financial freedom hinges on two critical Fastlane principles: scale and automation. Scale allows businesses to impact millions, amplifying wealth through the law of effectation. Earn millions by serving millions. Automation detaches income from time, creating passive money trees that generate wealth without constant effort. Together, they transform entrepreneurial ventures into vehicles for freedom, liberating fastlaners from the time-bound constraints of employment or small-scale operations. DeMarco's journey and real-world examples illuminate how scale and automation unlock exponential wealth. DeMarco's Fastlane success began with a website addressing a need in the limousine industry, connecting travelers with limo services. Initially, his income was tied to time-intensive web design work, but he pivoted to a lead generation model, a scalable system that served thousands of clients globally. By automating lead distribution through his website, he detached his income from manual labor. The platform operated 24/7, generating leads while he slept, and scaled to millions in revenue. This automation, via software and customer feedback loops, freed DeMarco from daily grind, culminating in a $1.2 million business sale. Scale reached a vast market, and automation ensured the system ran independently, granting him time and financial freedom. Consider Maria, a fitness coach tired of trading hours for $50 personal training sessions. Recognizing the limits of one-on-one coaching, she develops an online fitness platform offering subscription-based workout plans and nutrition guides. Her content, once created, serves thousands of subscribers worldwide, scaling her impact far beyond local clients. Automation comes through automated billing, video delivery, and customer support chatbots, allowing the platform to run with minimal intervention. Within 3 years, Maria's platform earns $300,000 monthly, freeing her to travel and pursue passions while income flows passively. Scale, global reach, and automation, systemized delivery, turn her expertise into a money tree. Or take Amazon, founded by Jeff Bezos. Starting as an online bookstore, Amazon scaled by expanding into countless product categories, serving millions globally. Automation drives its success. Sophisticated algorithms handle inventory, pricing, and recommendations, while fulfillment centers streamline shipping. Bezos's wealth, exceeding $100 billion, stems from a system that scales massively and operates autonomously, requiring little of his daily input. Unlike a traditional bookstore owner limited by physical space and hours, Amazon's scale and automation create unparalleled financial freedom. DeMarco contrasts this with small-scale, time-bound ventures. A coffee shop owner, for instance, struggles to scale beyond one location without franchising, and income remains tied to daily operations. Without automation, systems like software, distribution networks, or human resources, wealth is capped by personal effort. The Fastlane's commandment of scale demands a playing field where home runs are possible, like tech or e-commerce, while the commandment of time requires detaching income from hours worked. Automation tools, rental systems, software, or content platforms are the seedlings of passive income. Scale and automation are the Fastlane's engine and fuel. DeMarco's lead generation platform, Maria's fitness empire, and Amazon's retail dominance show that serving vast markets with self-sustaining systems liberates time and wealth. As DeMarco writes, the best passive income money tree seedlings are money systems. By prioritizing scale and automation, entrepreneurs escape the treadmill of effort, achieving the Fastlane's ultimate promise, a life of freedom and abundance. 5. Time is the most valuable asset. Protect it fiercely. While others waste decades waiting for retirement, Fastlaners reclaim their time now. DeMarco urges readers to prioritize experiences and freedom over possessions because true wealth is measured by how much of life you control. MJ DeMarco elevates time as the ultimate currency, far surpassing money in value. Money can be earned, lost, and regained, but time is finite. Once spent, it's gone forever. The Fastlane's commandment of time demands that wealth-building systems detach income from personal time, creating passive money trees that grant freedom. The slow lane, by contrast, traps people in a cycle of trading time for money, sacrificing youth and dreams for a deferred retirement. DeMarco's journey and real-world examples underscore why prioritizing time is the key to financial and personal liberation. DeMarco's awakening to time's value came during his post-college struggles, when he bounced between dead-end jobs like pizza delivery and limo driving. Each job devoured hours, leaving him exhausted and no closer to wealth. His turning point was a blizzard-stricken night in Chicago, where, stuck in a limo, he realized he couldn't live another day like this. Relocating to Phoenix, he built a lead generation website for the limousine industry, designed to scale and automate. By creating a system that generated income without constant input, DeMarco reclaimed his time. The business ran 24/7, earning money while he slept or pursued passions, ultimately leading to a $1.2 million sale. This detachment from time, achieved through automation, allowed him to retire at 37, living a life of freedom from driving Lamborghinis to traveling on whim. Consider Emily, a 30-year-old accountant working 60-hour weeks for a $90,000 salary. Her slow-lane path demands decades of time traded for incremental raises, with retirement a distant hope at 65. Frustrated, she notices small businesses struggling with tax compliance. She develops a subscription-based software that automates tax calculations and filings, serving thousands of clients globally. The platform, once built, requires minimal maintenance, generating $200,000 monthly. Emily's income no longer hinges on hours billed. She's free to spend afternoons with her kids or volunteering. By prioritizing a time-detached system, she transforms her most valuable asset, time, into a life of choice. Or take Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx. As a door-to-door salesperson, Blakely's income was tied to hours spent pitching. Recognizing a need for comfortable shapewear, she invented Spanx, a product that scaled through retail distribution. Automated manufacturing and distribution systems allowed Spanx to serve millions without Blakely's daily involvement, growing her net worth to over $1 billion. Her wealth freed her time for philanthropy, family, and personal growth, illustrating how time-centric systems create freedom. DeMarco contrasts these with slow-lane traps that devour time. A doctor earning $300,000 annually may seem wealthy, but if she works 80-hour weeks, her time is indentured, leaving little for family or hobbies. Similarly, a small business owner running a single bakery is tethered to daily operations, unable to scale or automate without systems like franchising or online sales. DeMarco's Fastlane solution is to invest time in building assets, software, content, or rental systems that operate independently. As he writes, time is the king asset of the Fastlane, and wasting it on time trading schemes is a betrayal of one's potential. Emily's software, Blakely's Spanx, and DeMarco's website show that prioritizing time means building systems that work autonomously, freeing you to live richly now, not in twilight years. The Fastlane's promise is clear: value time above all, and wealth will follow, granting the freedom to pursue dreams unbound by clocks or calendars. 6. Mindset makes all the difference. Adopting a Fastlane mentality requires shedding limiting beliefs about money and success. You don't need permission to be wealthy, just the courage to challenge societal norms and pursue your unique path. MJ DeMarco emphasizes that mindset is the catalyst for wealth creation. The Fastlane demands a psychological shift, rejecting societal scripts, embracing responsibility, and focusing on value over money. A Fastlane mindset sees opportunities where others see obstacles, prioritizes action over excuses, and unlearns limiting beliefs like wealth takes decades or jobs equal security. This mental rewiring separates those trapped in the slow lane's time for money grind from entrepreneurs who build scalable systems for financial freedom. DeMarco's journey and real-world examples show how mindset shapes destiny. DeMarco's mindset transformation began in his teens, sparked by a Lamborghini owner's revelation that wealth was achievable through invention, not fame or privilege. Yet, societal pressure, his mother's pleas to get a job, and peer skepticism nearly derailed him. After college, he cycled through failed ventures and dead-end jobs, battling depression. A pivotal moment came during a Chicago blizzard, stranded as a limo driver, when he declared, "I can't live like this." This mindset shift, refusing mediocrity and embracing self-reliance, drove him to Phoenix with $900 and a vision. There, he built a lead generation website, focusing on market needs over personal gain. His belief in rapid wealth, persistence through failures, and rejection of the slow lane's 40-year plan led to a $1.2 million business sale by age 31. DeMarco's mindset, action-oriented, need-focused, and defiant of norms, made the difference. Consider Aisha, a 27-year-old teacher earning $45,000 a year, feeling trapped by her slow-lane job. Society tells her to save, invest, and retire at 65, but she rejects this script. Observing students' struggles with math, she develops an engaging, gamified math app tailored to their needs. Despite no coding experience, Aisha's growth mindset pushes her to learn, outsource, and iterate. She launches the app, markets it to schools, and within 2 years, it's used by thousands, generating $150,000 monthly. Aisha's shift from, "I'm just a teacher," to, "I can solve problems," transforms her life, freeing her time and finances. Her mindset, embracing possibility and execution, unlocks the fast lane. Or take Oprah Winfrey, whose mindset defied a childhood of poverty and abuse. Rather than accepting a limited future, she envisioned creating value through storytelling and connection. Her talk show, built on authentic engagement with audiences, scaled to millions, evolving into a media empire. Oprah's belief in her ability to impact lives, coupled with relentless action, turned her into a billionaire. Her mindset, resilient, opportunity-focused, and value-driven, proves DeMarco's point that mental frameworks shape outcomes. DeMarco contrasts this with the slow lane mindset, where people like Tom, a corporate manager, cling to safe jobs, fearing risk. Tom dismisses entrepreneurship as too hard, staying tethered to a 9-to-5 that consumes his youth. His fixed mindset, accepting societal norms and excusing inaction, keeps him from wealth. DeMarco's Fastlane Supercharger framework urges unlearning such beliefs, admitting the slow lane's flaws, and steering one's financial plan. As he writes, your choices are married to your mindset, and a Fastlane mindset chooses impact over comfort. Aisha's app, Oprah's empire, and DeMarco's website highlight that mindset, belief in possibility, focus on value, and defiance of limits, ignites the Fastlane. By rewiring how you see the world, you turn obstacles into opportunities, paving the way for wealth and freedom. 7. Passive income is built, not hoped for. DeMarco emphasizes that passive income isn't magic. It's the reward for years of strategic effort, innovation, and persistence. Build the right system, and passive income will follow. MJ DeMarco dismantles the myth that passive income is a lucky windfall or the result of wishful thinking. Instead, he insists it's a deliberate creation, requiring strategic effort to build scalable, automated systems, Fastlane money trees that generate wealth without ongoing time investment. Unlike the slow lane's reliance on trading hours for pay or hoping for market gains, passive income demands upfront work to solve market needs, followed by systems that operate independently. DeMarco's journey and real-world examples show how passive income is engineered through intention and execution, not chance. DeMarco's path to passive income began in Phoenix, where he arrived with $900 and a resolve to escape time-bound jobs. Identifying a need in the limousine industry, he built a website to connect travelers with limo services. Initially, his income came from time-intensive web design, but he pivoted to a lead generation model. By developing software to automate lead distribution and leveraging search engine optimization, DeMarco created a system that ran 24/7. His platform generated thousands in revenue monthly with minimal intervention, becoming a true money tree. This passive income stream, built through solving a market problem and automating delivery, led to a $1.2 million business sale, granting him financial freedom by age 31. DeMarco didn't hope for wealth. He engineered it through a system designed for scale and autonomy. Consider Javier, a 32-year-old IT technician tired of his $65,000 a year job's long hours. Noticing small businesses struggling with cybersecurity, he creates an online course teaching basic cyber protections, packaged as a one-time purchase. He spends months developing content, automating sales through a website, and integrating payment and delivery systems. Once launched, the course sells globally, earning $100,000 monthly with only occasional updates required. Javier's passive income wasn't stumbled upon. He built it by addressing a need and creating a self-sustaining system, freeing him to travel and pursue hobbies. Or take the example of Pat Flynn, creator of the smart passive income brand. Dissatisfied with his architecture job, Flynn identified a need for study guides for a professional exam. He wrote an ebook and built a website to sell it, automating sales and delivery. The ebook generated thousands monthly with little ongoing effort, allowing Flynn to expand into podcasts and courses. His passive income streams, built through value creation and automation, transformed him into a multimillionaire. Flynn's success wasn't luck. It was a calculated build of systems that served audiences independently. DeMarco contrasts this with slow-lane fallacies, like hoping for passive income through stock dividends or rental properties without strategic effort. A landlord buying one rental unit, for instance, may earn $200 monthly after expenses, but managing tenants and maintenance keeps income active, not passive. Similarly, an employee like Susan, saving 10% of her $50,000 salary in mutual funds, hopes for passive returns, but market volatility and modest gains mean she's decades from freedom. DeMarco's commandment of time requires systems, software, content, or scalable products that detach income from effort. As he writes, the best passive income money tree seedlings are money systems, planted with intention. Javier's course, Flynn's ebook, and DeMarco's platform prove passive income is a construction project, not a lottery ticket. By solving problems, scaling impact, and automating delivery, Fastlaners build wealth that flows without stealing time, delivering the ultimate Fastlane promise: freedom to live on your terms. 8. Wealth without purpose is hollow. Beyond the financial lessons, DeMarco reminds us that money itself isn't the end goal. Freedom, impact, and purpose are. A meaningful life comes from aligning your wealth with your passions and values. The Millionaire Fastlane is a revolution against mediocrity, complacency, and wasted time. DeMarco hands you the map to escape the ordinary and claim a life defined by wealth, autonomy, and fulfillment. MJ DeMarco warns that wealth, while a powerful tool, is empty without purpose. The Fastlane isn't just about amassing money. It's about creating a life of meaning, freedom, and impact. Money buys time and choices, but without a deeper why, a reason to leverage that freedom, wealth becomes a hollow trophy, leading to dissatisfaction or aimlessness. Purpose anchors wealth, aligning it with personal values, relationships, and contributions that make life fulfilling. DeMarco's journey and real-world examples illustrate how purpose transforms wealth into a force for a richer existence. DeMarco's pursuit of wealth was sparked by a teenage encounter with a Lamborghini owner, igniting a vision of financial freedom. After years of struggle, he built a lead generation website for the limousine industry, scaling it into a $1.2 million sale by age 31. Yet, he faced a hollow moment post-sale when he lost much of his wealth in poor investments. This setback forced him to redefine his purpose beyond fast cars and luxury. For DeMarco, purpose became about reclaiming time to live authentically, writing, traveling, and inspiring others through the Millionaire Fastlane. His wealth, tied to a mission of empowering entrepreneurs, gave him a sense of impact that material gains alone couldn't. As he writes, wealth without purpose is like a Ferrari with no gas, impressive but immobile. Consider Maya, a 35-year-old software developer who builds a successful app for remote team collaboration. Her Fastlane venture scales globally, earning $500,000 monthly through automated subscriptions. Initially, Maya revels in the wealth, buying a penthouse and designer clothes. But the thrill fades, leaving her restless. Reflecting on her values, she realizes her passion lies in education. She funnels her wealth into a nonprofit that provides coding boot camps for underserved youth, spending her freed time mentoring students. This purpose, using wealth to uplift others, transforms her life, replacing emptiness with fulfillment. Maya's story shows that wealth, without a guiding purpose, risks becoming a shallow pursuit. Or take Elon Musk, whose wealth from ventures like Tesla and SpaceX exceeds $200 billion. Musk could have retired after selling PayPal, but his purpose, advancing humanity through sustainable energy and space exploration, drives him. His wealth fuels missions like colonizing Mars and reducing carbon emissions, aligning with a vision bigger than himself. Without this purpose, Musk's billions might have led to a life of fleeting pleasures, but his drive to solve global problems gives his wealth meaning, making it a tool for impact rather than an end in itself. DeMarco contrasts this with those who chase wealth for its own sake. A hedge fund manager earning $10 million annually, for instance, may flaunt yachts and mansions but feel unfulfilled if his life lacks connection or contribution. Similarly, lottery winners often squander fortunes, buying lavish goods without a purpose to guide their wealth, leading to bankruptcy or despair. DeMarco's Fastlane Supercharger urges defining a number tied to dreams, travel, family, or impact, not just status. Wealth amplifies purpose, whether it's philanthropy, creativity, or personal growth, but without it, it's a hollow shell. Maya's nonprofit, Musk's missions, and DeMarco's writing show that wealth finds its power when tethered to purpose. By aligning money with meaning, Fastlaners craft lives of freedom and significance, ensuring their wealth fuels a legacy, not just a lifestyle. Summary of the Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. MJ DeMarco's The Millionaire Fastlane is a provocative guide to achieving wealth that challenges conventional financial wisdom. Born from a transformative encounter with a Lamborghini owner in his youth, DeMarco's journey from a directionless teenager to a self-made millionaire shapes the book's core message. Wealth is not about trading time for money over decades, but about leveraging systems and opportunities to accelerate financial freedom. Written with a conversational tone and brimming with personal anecdotes, the book dismantles the get-rich-slow mentality and introduces the fast lane, a roadmap to wealth that prioritizes control, scale, and impact. Below is a comprehensive summary of the book's key themes, structure, and insights. The genesis of a new perspective. DeMarco's story begins in his teenage years in Chicago, where he was an overweight, uninspired kid with a penchant for sweets and TV reruns. Raised by a single mother with limited means, he grew up without a clear path to success. His worldview shifted dramatically one day when he encountered a Lamborghini Countach parked outside an ice cream parlor. Mesmerized, he approached the young owner and asked, "What do you do for a living?" The answer, "I'm an inventor," sparked a revelation. Wealth was attainable without fame, athletic prowess, or inherited privilege. This 90-second interaction ignited DeMarco's lifelong quest to uncover the secrets of fameless millionaires who achieved wealth young. Determined to escape the societal script of go to college, get a job, save for retirement, DeMarco embarked on a journey of self-education. He studied the lives of young, self-made entrepreneurs, seeking patterns that distinguished their success. However, his early ventures after college were marred by failure. Living with his mother, he cycled through dead-end jobs, busboy, pizza delivery, house painter, and unsuccessful business attempts, from multi-level marketing schemes to classified ad programs. These setbacks plunged him into depression, exacerbated by societal pressure to get a job and the skepticism of those around him, including his mother and ex-girlfriend. A pivotal moment came during a Chicago blizzard while working as a limo driver. Stranded in the snow, DeMarco confronted his reality. You cannot live another day like this. This epiphany led him to relocate to Phoenix with just $900, a rusty car, and a burning desire for change. There, he transformed his life by focusing on a web-based business that addressed a market need, marking his entry into the fast lane. The slow lane, a road to mediocrity. DeMarco structures the Millionaire Fastlane around three financial roadmaps: the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. The sidewalk represents financial irresponsibility, living paycheck to paycheck, chasing instant gratification, and accumulating debt. Sidewalkers lack discipline and financial literacy, making wealth an impossibility. The slow lane, endorsed by mainstream financial gurus, is the conventional path. Go to college, secure a stable job, save 10% of your income, invest in mutual funds, and retire at 65. DeMarco argues this approach is fundamentally flawed due to its reliance on uncontrollable limited leverage, ULL. Wealth in the slow lane is tied to time, hourly wages, annual salaries, or modest investment returns, making it a losing game that sacrifices youth and dreams for a deferred payoff in old age. He cites the 2008 recession as evidence of the slow lane's fragility, noting that market crashes and job losses can derail decades of savings. The slow lane's promise of golden years often translates to financial struggle, medical bills, and unfulfilled aspirations. DeMarco's critique is visceral. He questions why society accepts a plan that devours your active adult life and depends on factors beyond one's control, like Wall Street performance or job security. He illustrates this with a hypothetical MTV Cribs episode featuring a 22-year-old Big Daddy Ho who claims to have amassed wealth through mutual funds and a 401k. The absurdity underscores the slow lane's disconnect from youthful wealth. The fast lane, a shortcut to wealth. The fast lane is DeMarco's alternative, a psychological and mathematical framework for achieving wealth rapidly. Unlike the slow lane, which trades time for money, the fast lane leverages controllable unlimited leverage, CUL, through entrepreneurial systems that scale without time constraints. DeMarco defines wealth as a trinity of time, money, and mobility, emphasizing freedom over material extravagance. The fast lane is not about get-rich-quick schemes, but about building businesses that solve problems, create value, and generate passive income. The fast lane adheres to 5 commandments, encapsulated in the acronym NECSD. Need. Businesses must address genuine market needs or solve problems, not chase personal passions or money. DeMarco emphasizes that people don't care about your dreams. They care about solutions to their pain points. Entry. Strong barriers to entry protect businesses from commoditization. Weak entry ventures, like affiliate marketing without exceptional execution, lead to saturated markets and meager profits. Control. Entrepreneurs must retain control over pricing, marketing, and operations. Ceding control to external entities, like corporate hierarchies or platforms, undermines wealth potential. Scale. Wealth requires impact on a massive scale, serving thousands or millions. Small-scale businesses, like a single coffee shop, lack the magnitude to generate millions. Time. The ultimate goal is to detach income from time through automation and systems, such as money trees, e.g., rental properties, software, or content systems. DeMarco illustrates these principles with his own story. In Phoenix, he identified a need in the limousine industry, connecting travelers with limo services across cities. His website initially offered advertising space, but evolved into a lead generation model, a novel concept in the late 1990s. By focusing on customer needs, optimizing search engine rankings, and iterating based on feedback, DeMarco scaled his business exponentially. Within months, his income surged from $473 to thousands, culminating in a $1.2 million offer to sell his company in 2000. Though he lost much of this wealth due to poor investments, the experience solidified his Fastlane principles. The psychological shift from consumer to producer. A cornerstone of the Fastlane is the shift from consumer to producer. DeMarco argues that society conditions people to consume, buying cars, clothes, and gadgets, while producers create the products and systems that generate wealth. He urges readers to switch teams by identifying unmet needs and building businesses around them. This mindset requires unlearning societal norms, such as the belief that a job or education guarantees wealth. DeMarco emphasizes execution over ideas, likening business to chess, not checkers. Success demands strategic focus, branding, and differentiation. He recounts his childhood experiment at a garage sale, where he sold a football clock by framing its $2.55 price as a discount from higher values, demonstrating how pricing shapes perceived value. Similarly, his web business thrived not by being the cheapest, but by offering superior value through targeted leads and exceptional service. The book also addresses common pitfalls, like the Tekel syndrome, scattering focus across multiple ventures. DeMarco advocates monogamy to one business, citing tech moguls who achieved wealth through singular dedication before diversifying. He warns against chasing money or passion without a need-based foundation, as these lead to weak assets and limited scale. The Fastlane Supercharger, a roadmap to action. In the book's final chapters, DeMarco synthesizes his philosophy into the Fastlane Supercharger, a 20-step acronym guiding readers from mindset to execution. Formula: wealth is a process, not an event. Acknowledge the slow lane's flaws and the plausibility of rapid wealth. Stop and swap. Abandon ineffective strategies for the Fastlane roadmap. Time: prioritize free time over indentured time. Leverage: use scalable systems to amplify wealth. Assets and income: focus on exploding income and asset value, not cutting expenses. Number: define your financial goal and make it tangible. Effectation: impact millions to earn millions, per the law of effectation. Steer: take control of your financial plan. Unlearn: shed limiting beliefs and societal, followed by educate, road, control, have, automate, replicate, grow, exit, and retire, reward, or repeat, which emphasize continuous learning, problem-solving, control, value creation, automation, scale, branding, strategic exits, and celebrating milestones. DeMarco closes with practical advice for readers facing real-world challenges, such as debt, unsupportive spouses, or time constraints. He emphasizes that excuses are barriers to action and that anyone can find a fast lane road by solving problems within their expertise or passions. Appendices: practical wisdom. The book's appendices reinforce its teachings. Appendix A addresses reader queries, offering tailored advice for teachers, single parents, and those in debt. Appendix B lists 40 Fastlane lifestyle guidelines, such as not trade my time for money and not build a business, but a brand. Appendix C promotes DeMarco's forum and subsequent book, Unscripted, encouraging ongoing engagement with Fastlane principles. Conclusion: The Millionaire Fastlane is a clarion call to reject mediocrity and embrace a life of freedom and impact. DeMarco's narrative weaves personal struggle, entrepreneurial triumphs, and actionable strategies into a compelling case for the Fastlane. His central thesis, that wealth is a process driven by need, scale, and control, challenges readers to rethink their financial paradigms. While the book's brash tone and occasional cynicism may polarize, its emphasis on execution, value creation, and time liberation resonates universally. The book's strength lies in its blend of inspiration and pragmatism. DeMarco's journey from a broke dreamer to a multi-millionaire lends credibility, while his detailed framework, NECSD, the SUPRCHARGR, and branding strategies, provides a blueprint for action. However, the Fastlane demands discipline and resilience, as DeMarco's own failures attest. Critics might argue that not everyone can replicate his tech-driven success, particularly in less scalable industries like real estate, which he deems Wealth 1.0. Yet, his focus on universal principles, solving needs, leveraging systems, and prioritizing time, makes the Fastlane accessible to diverse readers. Ultimately, the Millionaire Fastlane is more than a wealth manual. It's a manifesto for living richly in youth, not twilight. It empowers readers to take control, pursue impact, and redefine success on their terms. As DeMarco writes, if your dream is alive, you're already living the dream. For those willing to take the wheel, the Fastlane offers a road worth traveling.